Hi everyone. It's day 13 of our 27-day trip from Cape Town to the Philippines, and we're finding ourselves in the lovely town of Roas, and we're on a road trip. So we just one night here. We're making our way through. What I wanted to bring your attention in this clip is about the power supply that you can be prepared for in Philippines. The power supply is generally strong, but occasionally there are power outages. But what I want to bring your attention to is the actual power sockets. You can have a look over here. The Philippines power supply is very similar to the American style power supply. As we've noted in our travels here, they drive on the right hand side of the road, they like to play basketball. They have a lot of American things and movies and songs, as well as the power supply. And this is a major problem for us coming from South Africa. And if you're coming from Europe, it will probably be a problem for you too. From South Africa, we have this bad boy over here. Major overkill compared to what the Americans are used to. So ours power supply socket looks the weirdest in the world, I think. And that's because we were sanctioned for close to 50 years and we had to design and invent our own stuff while nobody else wanted to trade with us or share ideas or sell us stuff. So we came up with our own little inventions, and once sanctions was lifted and we were open to the world, we realized, whoa, we're very much different than everyone else. So this bad boy going in there is way overkill. So what we need to do as South Africans is we need to buy a couple of adapters to align ourselves or to fit in with American plugs and the European sockets as well. So I suggest if you're coming from South Africa or even Europe, you get yourself one like this. It's called a multi-adapter. So it can do the major socket adaptations or prongs to go into the sockets in various countries. So at the moment, if you can see over there, it has 3 major countries and it's now set on USA. So USA will give you this little socket over there. If I set it to Europe, okay, just put it back. If I set it to Europe, now, then it will give you this guy over here. That's what the European plug looks like. And if I set it to UK, now it's set to UK, and that's what the UK plug looks like. So this guy is our lifesaver while traveling to many countries around the world. This has saved us, and you don't want to be in a country looking for a plug that fits into this in a foreign country, because people are going to laugh at you. So I learned that the hard way, and I bought this one. But because South Africa is so unique, even though we set this thing to USA and we put this in here and we put it in there, it's still not enough for our uniquely South African plug. So what we need to do is we need to buy another adapter, and this is where we buy this little guy. This guy fits in more or less into a European style, a UK style at the bottom, and on the top it has I'm not sure what style that is, but basically this one fits into this section over here of the general type of plugs you'll find in airports and some hotels as well. So we take this one, we put it in there, and now we're in business. South Africa has arrived. Okay, so once we do that, now we bring in our other South African cavalry. And this is basically our multi-adapter in South Africa with loads of other bad boys. Unregulated plugs. Not regulated, but loads of other South African outlets, as you could say. So now we can charge our equipment, and as you see, most of our plugs in South Africa are either the 3-prong or the 2-prong. The 2-prong fits easily into the European socket as well as the American socket. Well, no, it doesn't fit into the USA socket, but it does fit into the European and the UK socket though. So luckily for us, we've traveled a while already, so we know what to bring along. We brought in our adapter and we brought in our multi-plug, so we can put in lots of equipment at a time and maximize our night over anyway to get everything charged. So this one is for the drone batteries, this one would be to connect the multi-plug. The multi-plug will connect the modems for the internet, as well as the GoPro, as well as the charger for the cell phones. Well, she's using the cell phone now, but for the cell phone as well. So normally, the minute we enter our hotel room, we hook up this bad boy, and then we go to dinner, and we have a nap, and whatever we need to do. And the next morning, we're ready to hit the road and create magic. Okay, so that's just a little insert about how to get your gadgets charged in the Philippines. Generally, there are a few outages you can expect, but for plug wise, this is more or less what you need. If you're coming from the US, then it's not a problem. Your gadgets will just fit directly into this type of sockets because it's like back home for you. But if you're coming from Europe, Australia, or Africa, then you'll need some form of adapter. And from South Africa particularly, you need 2 different types of adapters. Okay, hope it was useful and see you on the next adventure.